Man, this picture brought back so many memories. I just want to share one part of it because you could take this video in so many directions. The success that all these guys had off the mat, they all went on to be black belts. But I just want to talk about what Jiu Jitsu did for me and how it ended my nightmares. Okay, so Jiu Jitsu cured my nightmares. This is a picture of Pedro Sauer's first blue belts that came out of Virginia Beach. And at that time period, and it's ingrained in my head so much because I used to wake up every 2 or 3 months, but I'd wake up in a pool of sweats because I had a nightmare. The nightmare happened when I was like 12 or 13 years old, but I was an undefeated brown belt champion in Taekwondo of Europe at the time. And I had a good friend of mine. He trained in our martial arts academy, but he was only an orange belt. So when we sparred in class, I used to point him out. Pow, 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 pow. But we actually got in a real confrontation. I'm sure I started it. But he did that thing where you go, woo, take him down, and then you just start hitting him. We didn't have a name for it back then. But after like the third or fourth UFC, I heard a commentator go, man, that guy's getting ground and pounded. I was like, whoa, that's the name. I got ground and pounded. Now let me describe the ground and pound to you. Have you ever had an older brother or somebody just hold you down and you can't move and you can't get away and the person's just holding you down with all their weight and it feels like, man, I'm drowning? Well, that's a portion of ground and pound. All you gotta do is add the punches and then that's ground and pound. So yeah, it will give you nightmares. And it did for all these years until we met Pedro Sauer. Once I learned jiu-jitsu though, and that moment I tied my blue belt on, whoop, all the nightmares went away. I've never woken up since then. Because up to the point of the blue belt, we had to actually train jiu-jitsu daily for hours. And we started becoming proficient. And what happened is new guys would come in, and these guys would be big, strong. Some of them were wrestlers, whatever. And then you got to see the effectiveness of jiu-jitsu. And man, once you start choking a guy out that's twice your size over and over, and they can't do anything, it just gave you confidence. Anyways, jiu-jitsu cured my nightmares. I'd like to thank two people that were a major part of curing my nightmares. Number one, of course, Pedro Sauer and Frank Cucci. Frank Cucci was the one that was the catalyst to all of us coming together. He was the leader. He was the guy that motivated us. Yeah, Frank not only gave us motivation, he created a training environment where everybody had the synergy just to climb. And that still continues today. That training environment to where everybody's pushing each other to go further. Anyways, just a little short history lesson. And thank you, Pedro Frank, for getting rid of my nightmares. I sleep like a baby now. Make it a great day.